Monday evening, everybody was like, it's time to push. So things got real serious. It was super late Monday. I was moved to an OR. It was time to do the serious pushing. So I labored in the room, then was moved to an OR. And Tommy was born around 2:30 a.m. And then 15 minutes later, Ellie was born. And then after that, things got pretty scary for me. Asked the doctor what was going on, and I could tell from the look on her face that things were really serious and scary. And at least I interpreted it as scary. She was very much in control of the situation. And a lot of other care team members came into the room to fix what I then realized was a hemorrhage. And I won't pretend to know all the technical details of how everyone saved me that night, but I was incredibly scared, but always comforted knowing that nurses and doctors and everybody in between was helping fix me. The care team stabilized me, and while I was recovering from the hemorrhage, I didn't realize it, but doctors had been consulting with each other to figure out the best way to really resolve what I then learned was an inverted uterus that was causing my hemorrhage. And Dr. Albert and Dr. Parker came into my room and explained that they were going to use the pressure and force from saline to revert my uterus. And I didn't realize what all that would entail, but I was game for it because it meant not having to have surgery. And what I then learned was that it was incredibly painful, but it happened, it worked well, and it worked quickly. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I didn't need to have surgery, and everything was fixed in a way that meant I could again get pregnant in the future if I chose to. In late May 2017, I got the surprise of my life. I had some suspicions that I might be pregnant, and I took a test and it was positive. A few weeks later, I went in to the doctor and had an ultrasound and got the shock of my life. I was pregnant with identical twins, and I just really went into serious shock at that point. I was incredibly overjoyed, but incredibly worried because I knew what happened to me before was pretty rare and only, probably unlikely to happen again if I just had one baby, but knowing that now I have two babies again, I felt like it was all going to happen again. And luckily, all my doctors worked so great with me to make sure that everything was good. Catherine and Emma were born on December 29th, and that was also really a little scary for me because my first babies were born in December as well. I'm so thankful that my doctors worked with me to make it happen in a way that kept me and all my children safe. The first thing I would say is that feeling anxious or depressed or any of those emotions is completely normal, and whether you have a traumatic delivery or a normal delivery, it's totally normal, and don't hide it and talk about it and tell your doctors. Novant Health did an amazing job of helping me get the care that I needed and went on to help support me through my second pregnancy.